My name is Karen Williams. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I was 21 years old when I made the worst decision of my life, to take the life of an innocent human being. I bought a product that a previous Supreme Court determined was a safe, effective, and legal remedy to a crisis pregnancy. I now believe I was sold a bill of goods that ended the life of my unborn child and has severely affected my life physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for almost 2 decades. I was a junior at Michigan State University when I visited Woman Care Planned Parenthood in 1987. The stunning confirmation of my crisis pregnancy was delivered to me while I stood in a hallway surrounded by strangers. Life as I knew it had just changed for the worse. Through hot, angry tears, I sobbed that I could not be pregnant. I would have no part of a baby-limited future. I was in a disconnected panic. Confused and alone, I turned to Planned Parenthood. Its catchy name appealed to some strange sense of logic in me. Okay, I shall plan my parenthood. They care for women there. That's what I thought. Abortion was not the ideal, but it was a solution. An easy way out that could be kept a secret. A choice. It all sounded too good to be true. A very attractive clinic employee clad in business attire assured me that I need not feel afraid or guilty for choosing the product of abortion. She herself was a satisfied customer with a testimony that seemed to indicate gratitude for the ultimate power of being able to control the size and spacing of her family. This was my final edification. Even though my boyfriend agreed to marry me, I would make the final, fatal decision for our baby. I chose my body, my plan, and my convenience over his life. I bought an abortion, and I was never made aware of all of the small print. So on a bleak January day 25 years ago, I was given a small pill and told to relax. 15 minutes later, my tiny 10-week-old son, his small frame caught on ultrasound only weeks ago, was now a red liquid sitting in a plastic container at the doctor's feet. I am reminded often that abortion is still good for women, that it is a solution to the problem of a crisis pregnancy, that it prevents us from being punished with unwanted children. Let me tell you that this is a bold-faced lie. I was duped. The sights, sounds, and smells of that day still haunt me, 25 years later. There was no one around me to advocate for the life of my son, no one to speak for him, and to break into my particular crisis of the moment. The choice didn't really feel like a choice at all. I wasn't choosing between Cheerios or Frosted Flakes. I was in a desperate place, and I did what many young, unsupported college women do when faced with a desperate situation. I purchased an irrational, illogical, and fatal procedure called abortion, and my child paid for this with his life. When a surgical procedure ends the life of any other human being in any other situation, someone usually pays a hefty lawsuit, not to mention facing criminal charges. Will Planned Parenthood pay for my mental health counseling? How about all the years that I lost with my child? Will Planned Parenthood restore the life of my family member? Has Planned Parenthood ever been held accountable for the fraudulent services that they are selling to unsuspecting, vulnerable customers? Where is the class action lawsuit? Where is the amicus brief? Where was the Supreme Court in protecting Michael's rights? The years following my abortion included inexplicable depression, alcoholism, addiction, and other things. They can all easily be traced back to the death of my child at a Planned Parenthood abortion clinic. I am a living statistic, but thanks be to God and His grace, working through people like you, like Rachel's Vineyard, and like so many other churches around us, and priests and clergy, my story does not end there. I found miraculous grace, healing, and recovery from our great physician, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen. And the sacraments of His church. Telling my story first in the confessional and later to others whom I trusted thrust my secret out of the dark cavity of numbness where I had placed it and into God's marvelous light where I could find forgiveness and healing. The dirty little secret of abortion must be exposed for what it is. It is a failure of love, a failure with fatal consequences. We all deserve better than the lie that is abortion. Women are not in a position to make life and death decisions when they are isolated